Hey guys, it's Jan. So I'm back with a little bit of a cooking kind of video today, although you didn't actually see me cook, but it's done now, so I figured I would just show you what I made. Let me move in, I guess. These are pork cutlets that I took off the grill, and they were just dressed with olive oil, salt, and pepper, and sprinkled with a little bit of lemon juice. And the key with pork cutlets or any kind of cutlets, I feel, is not to let them overcook on the cooking surface that you're using, but to also remember that there's something called carryover cooking time, which means they'll continue to cook as you take them off. So I think the key is to take them off right before they're done and then just wrap them in tin foil and they'll continue cooking and then they won't be dried out. And then here you can see it's got all the juices that collected after they rested. And I think that's the key with keeping something as thin as a cutlet nice and moist. And here, this is a rigatoni pasta that I made with fresh cherry tomatoes from my mother-in-law's garden. She likes to garden. She has a spectacular garden. With 3 cheeses: Parmesan cheese, Gorgonzola, which has been melted in there, and fresh mozzarella, which is right there. That is some French bread that I had, and back there are green beans that are not really dressed with anything. Maybe I'll just put a little butter on them because those are for the kids as well, and they wouldn't want that really with a pesto or any kind of, garlic or anything on that. But my husband and I will have this pasta, and the kids' pasta I did separate. I made a separate bowl for them, and they'll just have butter and maybe a little Italian cheese on that. And of course they'll have the pork cutlets and some bread and their green beans, and that is what I made for dinner tonight. So hopefully this looks yummy to everyone. It smells great in here, but that's the other thing I love to do too. Besides, fashion and makeup, I do love to cook. I really, really enjoy cooking. It's therapeutic for me, relaxing, and I just love when I walk into the house after I've cooked and you can just smell food in the house. Just reminds me of just memories of growing up at my grandmother's house, or going rather to my grandmother's house on Sundays, and before you get in the house you can smell the food from the outside. So food is one of those things that just evokes really happy memories. And my kids love to cook. They love to help me. Although today they didn't. They were on their iPods and whatnot. But they generally do love to be in the kitchen. And I think, it's just really neat when they get that feeling that I get when I cook too, that they enjoy being around family and just love to, have their hands in food and learn to create and just make their own memories too as they're growing up. So anyway, not to be too nostalgic, this is dinner: grilled pork cutlets, some bread, some pasta with cherry tomatoes, and oh, I also forgot to tell you too, I'm sorry, the green you're seeing in there, that's pesto sauce. That is not homemade, it's store-bought, but that's pesto sauce as well. So that's pesto, 3 cheeses, cherry tomatoes, and rigatoni, green beans, bread, and the pork cutlets grilled. So I hope you enjoy this. I'll stand back so you can see that, and I will see you in my next video. Hope this makes you hungry. Bye guys.